Good morning. This is Larry Hayward, one of the pastors at Westminster Presbyterian Church in Alexandria. Because I do these devotionals each Tuesday morning, they occur at the start of my work week, as I typically take Mondays off. Therefore, the subject matter on which I can think about writing often emerges from the mundane activities I've done on my day off. Today is no exception. Yesterday, Maggie and I spent the better part of the morning in our continuing COVID project of cleaning out a bedroom to make a study for her, as we've also done in the basement for me. We do it a bit at a time, but we've actually gotten a lot done within our house over these 4 months. She had ordered a new office chair for her desk. And since assembling something with my hands is something I look forward to only with fear and trembling, the box sat unopened near the desk for a couple of weeks. It takes me time to schedule the project mentally, then to screw up my courage and nurture my patience, all of which I had done for yesterday morning. As always, I took the items out of the box, spread them on the floor, unwrapped them from their sealed plastic containers, found the paint by numbers instruction sheet. It took me about an hour and a half with an occasional break for nerves, but all the parts were there. The necessary tools were included. There were no glitches, just my normal, slow pace. By noon, I was done. It actually felt to start something, to finish it, to work with my hands rather than my mind or my words, to be able to touch that which I had accomplished. In other words, it felt good to do something tangible. I was reminded that early on in Genesis, after the fall, one of the consequences growing out of that act that still mars our existence and our world is division of labor. A man named Jabal became the ancestor of those who live in tents and have livestock, farmers. His brother Jubal was the ancestor of all those who play the lyre and pipe, artists, musicians. And their cousin Tubal-Cain made all kinds of iron and bronze tools, people who work with their hands, manufacturers. I don't know exactly where the work of Presbyterian ministers fits into this division of labor, but at least for a few hours yesterday morning, I was an heir of Tubal-Cain. In the King James of Psalm 90:17, we read, "And let the beauty of the Lord God be upon us, and establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands, establish thou it." It felt good to work with my hands for a few hours at least, probably because it was different than working with book or screen. I'm privileged not to have to work with my hands for a living. Most of what I can do can be transferred to homes via Zoom, via Alex and Vince's video magic. But the people who come into our house to deliver the washing machine we had to purchase the first month of the shutdown, to service our air conditioner each spring, to mow our lawn and clean our house so we can keep trying to serve our congregations, as well as the people renovating the house next door to put it on the market, and millions of other people who work with their hands. So some of us can work with mind and pen and voice. These folks simply cannot do their work via Zoom. They're not simply frontline responders to this global pandemic. They are frontline workers. The work that I do with my hands is relief and diversion. The work they do with their hands is out of necessity. This is part of other divisions that came after the fall. Rich and poor, black and white, slave and free, language and national identity. Divisions that are still with us. But they're divisions that God did not will at creation. And therefore they are divisions that we are called to seek, to alleviate, and change. For ultimately and penultimately, in the life to come and in this life, the beauty of the Lord our God is upon us all. Amen.